Welcome to Thailand. It's 11:15 in the evening. Just want to have a little chat, talk about guitars, talk about Thailand, whatever you want to talk about. Let's wait and see if somebody comes along or not. Still waiting. How is everybody? Okay, where are you from? We can talk about Thailand. We can talk about guitars, music. We can talk about whatever you want. That's what we're here for. Type in the comments where you're from, so I know where I'm talking to. I'm in Thailand and it's late. I say late, 11:15 p.m. here. Where are you from? Can you hear me? Let me know in the comments. Anybody have questions? Got to be questions about Thailand. Thailand's a wonderful place. I have many answers for many questions. And if you want to talk about guitars, we can talk about them too. Let me see where you're located. What country are you in? Okay. Katrina Lopez, hi, how are you? Hemi 6? Yeah. No, can't play it right now, but I can play it, but not now. Good. So the microphone is okay? You can hear me okay? Where are you from, Katrina? And how about you, Hemi? Where are you from? Where are you watching from? Well, I don't know what that says. Yeah, I'm from America. What part of America are you in? I've been in Thailand for almost 2 years now. South Carolina, yeah. Oh, South. Huh. Yeah, I've been in Thailand for about 2 years. Weed's legal here. Matter of fact, I have me some gummies in the fridge right now. I can't smoke it anymore because of my throat. Oh, you're in the Philippines. Cool. I was thinking about going there. Yeah, next month, as a matter of fact. Where are you in the Philippines? What island? I was thinking about going to Cebu City. I have a couple friends there, been living there for a while. They seem to like it. Do you like it, Katrina? Yeah, it's hot here too. Thailand's hot. The good thing about Thailand is our infrastructure here is very good. Oh, you're back in America now. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Cool. Thank you, Tulane. Tell everybody else to do the same. That's a great. Your cousin lives there. Do you know where? Which island? Thank you, Tulane. You too. Yeah, IT Park is really nice in Cebu. I have two friends who've been living there for 6 years, and they love it. They won't go back to America. Yeah, they really enjoy it there. But you know, Thailand is a little bit different. That's cool. You're welcome, Tulane. We can chat about anything you want. Like I said, I've been in Thailand for about 2 years. I've been traveling around. I've been to Vietnam. It's not what most people think. I lived in Tempe, Arizona at one time in my life when I was younger. I like it. Tulane. What do you mean, what, Katrina? Hmm. No, I was saying how Thailand has good infrastructure. Yeah, it's hot here in Thailand. In the middle of the day, you have to stay inside in the air condition, or you need to be at the beach, or you need to be in a swimming pool because it's hot. And it's weird because it's hot all year round. There is no winter. They have a little bit like rainy season where it's overcast, so not quite as hot, but going back to Phoenix, Arizona, Tulane. I like Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, I've been there a few times, even after I lived there way back, and it's a beautiful place. Matter of fact, when I lived in Tempe, Arizona, it was very small. Mesa, oh, very small. And now look at it. Crazy. Hello, Kay and Ash. How are you? Yeah, we have one more, I guess, somewhere in there. Yeah, I'm new to this live streaming, and it's not going too well. I've tried it a few different times. That's why I'm trying it at this time of the evening to see if it's got anything to do with the timing. But I'm not very good at it. But that's okay. Yeah, I think I'll get better. I've posted some pretty good videos, I think. But I'm trying to decide what I want to do now. Do I want to stay in Thailand? Do I want to go visit the Philippines? Do I want to come back to America? I'm torn between what I want to do because, I've been here for 2 years. I've been traveling around. It's beautiful. I've been up to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai, Thailand is unbelievable. Walmart. Okay, Tulane. Enjoy. Buy yourself a rotisserie chicken. No such thing as Walmart here. I don't know why. They're everywhere else. Crazy. Anybody here play the guitar? I've been trying to help beginners. I've been playing for a long time, and I've been trying to help beginners. I do it here also locally in person. But it's much different now than when I was starting out, that's for sure, with YouTube. There was no such thing as YouTube back then. Who's still with me now? Let me see a show of hands. Katrina, okay. That's good. I see you, I see you. What are you doing? Okay, you guys are still here? Okay, okay, okay. I'm from Florida. When I'm in America, I'm from Florida. It's hot there too, so I'm kind of used to it. The weather's similar here, maybe a little more hot and humid here. I just came back to the beach here. I was in Bangkok for a couple of months, and I really enjoyed it. That was a very nice place. Bangkok is like a New York City that's nice, if you can believe that. But that's what it's like. Yeah, it's like a nice New York City. Crazy. But I went there and stayed for 2 months. And I rented me a nice condo. I had some medical issues I had to tend to. Got them taken care of. Now I'm back to the beach. And I'm in a beautiful beach town called Hua Hin. Yep, it's gorgeous. If you look at some of my videos, you can see. Yeah. What? No, Katrina? Yeah, Hua Hin is beautiful. Thailand has the most beautiful beaches. I've been all over Thailand. The mountains, I've been to beaches, I've been to the middle of the country, to the edges of the country. See, I went to Vietnam for 3 months. I stayed in Vietnam for 3 months. I went to 3 different places. I stayed 1 month at a time. I stayed in Da Nang. Oh, what a beautiful place that is. Cheap there, cheaper than Thailand. And Thailand is cheap compared to America. Let's see, I went to Nha Trang. I stayed there for 1 month. And I went to a place called Dalat. That's out in the mountains. It's cool. Springtime all year round. Young people, university town, very good food, nice restaurants, nice people. I really loved it there. Yeah, called Dalat, Vietnam. If you ever go to Vietnam, you got to check that out. Yeah, you would love to see it. Go look it up on YouTube. You'll see some of it. But springtime weather. Oh, they have a mall in Dalat. It's underground. Whole big old mall, completely underground, like subterranean. Crazy. In Thai, they speak Thailand language. They say ting tong. That means crazy. But it was pretty cool. They had a lot of activities there. They had a lot of waterfalls and roller coasters, and the mountains were beautiful. They had a trip I took on a motorbike. Yeah, underground. The mall completely under the ground, just like a tunnels. But it was a mall. It was beautiful, but you had to go underground to go. But the mountains. I went on a motorcycle ride across the mountains in Vietnam, and it's really incredible. The change of the weather from the ground to the top. It was actually a fun thing to do. Motorcycling with scooters is like off the chain here. I have one now. I rode it all day today. It's the best way to get around over here. Not the same as America. I can tell you. Now, Vietnam is a little more crazy with the traffic, with the scooters. And Bangkok's traffic is very bad. It's very difficult to get around in Bangkok if you think you're going in a car. The best way to go and travel in Bangkok is to use the transit system. They have a great transit system, trains, electric trains. They have many different trains, underground, overhead. They got a great system there. It's just incredible. But that's the best way to get around, because if you get in a car and get in the traffic, it'd take you 3 hours to go 5 miles, which is crazy. Now, I call taxi. They have motorcycle taxis, and they weave in and out of the traffic. Now, they can get you there faster, and they're cheap. They're about half the price. And let me just tell you, they pick you up at your doorstep and take you to your destination in a reasonable distance, I would say 4 or 5 miles, for about $1. $1. Try that in America. See what happens. Yeah. They have the most beautiful malls in Bangkok. Bangkok has international brands, just beautiful, beautiful malls. They have everything. I really liked it there, except it's very hot. At least at the beach, you have the beach, breeze. It's a little bit cooler. It's a little nicer. Here in Hua Hin, they do a lot of kite surfing because it's pretty windy a lot of time. And the people love it. It's not cheap. And they say it's very good exercise, but I like to go down and watch them. The other day, I went to the mountains. I took the motorbike up into the mountains and overlooked the city of Hua Hin and the beach and the ocean. And that place is full of wild monkeys. They just live up in the mountains. But they were pretty tame. They didn't seem to bother me. Now, they can get aggressive, I guess the people say, but I've been to a couple of different ones. I have never had a problem. Hi, how are you? I don't know how I can pronounce that name. It's pretty long. You want to see the guitar? It's nothing great. It's just a little Fender acoustic guitar. It's kind of a throwaway, but you know, I've had many nice guitars. When I left America 2 years ago, I had 21 guitars. Yeah, no, that's not a Gibson. I've had Gibson. I had Gibson Les Paul. I had Fender Stratocaster made in the USA. My favorite one, well, I had a Martin HD 28. That was my favorite acoustic guitar. I had a Taylor. I had a Washburn. Washburn was, you know, okay. Yeah. I like Gibson. I had a couple Gibsons. I had an old 1962 Gibson 12 string that I recently sold just before coming here. But you know, I couldn't bring nothing here. When I came here, the only thing I could bring is like a backpack and a suitcase. Yeah. So I bought this old Fender guitar for cheap just so I had something to pound on a little bit. It's okay, no problem. It's not great, but it works. I have a friend that has I don't know if you ever heard of this, but it's called a Seagull guitar. They're made in Canada. They're pretty good, actually. And they're not really overly expensive, but he owns a restaurant, coffee shop, bar on the beach. And he's a retired doctor from Germany. And I go to his place and I play the guitar for all his customers. They love it. Yeah. Matter of fact, I played tonight. Yeah, I had Les Paul Custom, Les Paul Studio. I had Fenders, PV. Yeah. No, I don't have any kids. Never had kids. I was married for about 10 years, but we were both career oriented and never got around to the family deal before the marriage blew up. But that's been a long time ago. Let's see, my Les Paul sounded very, very good, but my Stratocaster played very good. I think that the Stratocaster is easier to play. You know, it's a little thinner body, the neck is a little faster, but the Gibson has that quality sound. That Les Paul, you can't beat that. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. Well, I've been playing guitar for a long time. I say 50 years or more. I started when I was a kid. Now I'm an old man. Finishing out my retirement years, enjoying some travel. I can tell you this, if you never traveled before, you'll be surprised when you go overseas, you come to the other side of the earth, you'll be surprised at how nice it is or how much you will like it compared to what maybe you've heard or maybe what you've been taught. It's not nearly the same as what you might expect. Yeah. Okay, Kay and Ash, I'll be around. I post videos pretty regularly. I try to help beginners playing the guitar. I post some videos about Thailand and what's going on. I just try to post something to make it work. YouTube is difficult. It's not an easy thing. People think, oh, YouTube's simple. No, YouTube's not so simple. They have a lot of rules, and it's not that easy. But I do it for fun. Yeah. I think it's kind of cool. I like to be creative sometimes, and for me, gives me something to do in my spare time as well. So let's see, 21 guitars, I sold them. It probably took me a couple of months. Okay, see you later, Kay and Ash. I sold 21 guitars before I came here, and I had a lot of electronic equipment. I had many amplifiers. I had every kind of effects pedal, foot switch. You know, I had PA systems. I had studio equipment. I had so much stuff. I had a whole room chocked full of nothing but musical gear that I sold. I sold it off because I couldn't bring it with me. But that's okay. And I don't plan on building it up either because, you know, there's something to be said about not having a whole lot of possessions. And that's how I am now, and I like it. Before, man, you walked in my garage, I had so much stuff in my garage, you didn't know where to begin. Now, I have a suitcase and a backpack and my guitar. One thing, I guess you call it a minimalist. There's something to be said for that, to be honest. I feel a sense of relief. You know, it's like, I don't know, not having the responsibility of every single thing on the planet that you have around your house. Not like you're a hoarder, but just in general, you know, you just need everything when you're home, you know, living just like a homebody. But now, you know, I travel and I'm on the go. I move around. I pack up. I can pack up 20 minutes and be gone. I like that. It's pretty cool. But I've been traveling around Thailand. I traveled a little bit around Vietnam. Now I might try the Philippines and see how that works out. I know some people there. I know it's a little bit similar with less infrastructure. My friend tells me that, you know, in Thailand is good. They have everything, but Philippines don't have everything. Thailand's a pretty advanced country. You know, I'll tell you something. Thailand's medical is good. Very good. And it's not crazy expensive. Not crazy expensive like America either. But I'll tell you something else about Thailand that's pretty cool. They have a pharmacy about every block, and you can buy almost any drug in the pharmacy without a prescription. If you know what you need, you just go get it. And if you don't know what you need, you ask the pharmacist, and the pharmacist is just like a doctor. They'll tell you exactly what you need and tell you what to take, how to take it, how many, how often. You just tell them what's wrong with you. It's crazy. But you can buy just anything right at the local pharmacy without a doctor's prescription. That's kind of cool. And I'll tell you something else about Thailand that's pretty cool. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven in Thailand is off the chain. If you ever come to Thailand, you'll go to 7-Eleven because they have one on every block. You can walk, I would say, 5 blocks down the street, you'll pass 5 7-Elevens. And they have everything. And they're not like the same in the West because it's cheap. It's not expensive. In the West, 7-Eleven is very expensive. But here, it's no more expensive than the grocery store. I'm going to give you an example. You go to 7-Eleven and you buy one bottle of water here. It costs 7 baht. Now, how much is 7 baht? I don't know. 15 cents, 20 cents, maybe something like that. See how much a bottle of water costs you at the 7-Eleven in America. Yeah. Let's see, there's 32 baht. 32 baht, almost 33 baht now, and it's down, but for each $1. For each one American dollar is 32, almost 33 baht. Now, let me give you an example of what you can buy. You can buy for, now this is going to be crazy, a 1 hour massage, a Thai massage, which is top quality massage, from an experienced person that has been to school and knows how to do real massage. Matter of fact, I get a foot massage all the time. And when you're done, you walk out of there like you're walking on clouds. And you know how much it costs? You won't believe me when I tell you. $6. 1 hour. Hello, Tulane. Glad to see you back. Did you hear me say 1 hour top of the line massage for $6 American dollars? I mean, come on. Is that crazy or is that crazy? Yeah, I go often, not every day, but every couple of days I go. I rent a motor scooter. It's brand new, 125 cc's, and it's cheap. It's about maybe $4 or $5 a day. That's it. Try that in America. Can't do it. Yeah. Here, almost everybody rides a motor scooter. Everybody. Kids, women, men, they all drive scooters. You should see them. Sometimes they pack 3 or 4 people, kids, everything, all on one scooter. What is your channel, Tulane? I will shout it out. What is it? Tulane in the Philippines? Tulane 3751. Check her out. Yeah. Tulane 3751. Not a lot of viewers now, but in the replays they'll see it. What do you talk about on your channel there, Tulane? You know, my channel's kind of new. I've probably only been on here about a little over about maybe 1 month. I'm trying to follow all the YouTube rules, but my God, you talk about rules. Who thinks of those rules? Who in the hell invented YouTube? I mean, come on. Tulane 3751. I'm going to go check your channel out when I get a chance, just to see what it's about. Yeah. So it's almost midnight. It's pretty comfortable. I was out and about most of the day today. Tonight I stopped at I guess the local hangout for people to eat and drink and be merry. And it's pretty cool. They have live music, they have drinking, they have many different eateries all around. It's a good spot. And I go there once in a while. I enjoy it. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it because it's some long Thai name, but it's a hot spot. A lot of people go there to get their party on. So what's going on, everybody? Got any questions? I might have some answers. Who's still with me now? Anybody got any questions? I'll tell you something pretty interesting. I took the train all the way down to the well, I took it to Bangkok from Chiang Mai, from the mountains in Chiang Mai to Bangkok. It was a 12-hour train ride, but it was a sleeper train. It was brand new, so it was very nice. I mean, you just lay back in your little sleeper rack and play on your phone, and the next thing you know, you arrive. It's a pretty cool way to travel. Pretty comfortable and cheap. I think it was 30 bucks for that train ride. I mean, you can fly for probably close to the same if you don't mind flying on, Asia Airlines or something like that, which I've flown quite a few times, but I don't care. I don't care for flying as much. If I can get around it, I don't do it. They have a good system here for travel. They have taxis, they have vans, they have buses. Yeah, they have airplane, train. Yeah, they have many ways to get around here. No problem. And it's all reasonably priced. It's not like, stupid money. I'll give you an example. When I went to Bangkok, from the coast, from Hua Hin, from the beach, it was 325 baht. That's a little bit less than $10. And that's about a 4-hour bus ride. But the bus is nice. It's air conditioned. It's brand new. It's a great ride. And you just play on your phone, while you're going. And the next thing you know, you're there. And it takes you directly to the airport. And then after you get off the bus in the airport, you go straight to the train, which is also in the airport. Then you can take the train anywhere in Bangkok that you want to go for 40 baht, which is $1.10, something like that. Yeah. You try any of that in America, never happen. So I'm trying to get this channel monetized, but it's not easy. Let me tell you, they have so many rules. It's crazy. But I'm working on it. I'm doing probably better than the average person that tries it. Um, I'll tell you something else about Thailand that might be interesting for you to know is that hotel stays, condominium rentals, oh, they're so affordable, you just wouldn't believe it. I mean, I'm going to give you an example. You can stay in a hotel for $15 or $20 a night that in America, that same hotel would cost $150 for one night. You can stay in a condo uh, for $500 a month that would cost you 3 or 4,000 a month in America. Yeah, I'm saying true. And quality is good. Yeah, quality is great. In some cases, better. I mean, they're a little bit smaller, probably, not probably, but they're a little bit smaller than the typical American condos. But come on, 400 versus 4,000 per month for a single person like me? Shoot, that's a no-brainer. When I was in Bangkok, I used to go to the grocery store and cook for myself because, you know, the condos have a little kitchen. At the time, I was doing some medical treatment, so it was easier for me to just cook what I needed because I couldn't just eat anything. But if you can just eat anything, you know, Thai food's very good and it's cheap. You can eat. You can go out and eat Thai food. Like, I'll give you an example. I ate today for lunch. I think they call it something like pakapao or something like that. But I'll tell you what it is. It's minced pork with garlic and basil over rice with a fried egg and cucumber. And that dish cost me $1.50. $1.50. And when you're finished eating, you're full. And it's good. Yeah, you can eat all kinds of dishes here for $1, $2, $1.50. Full meal. I do it all the time. It's easy. Yeah, easier than cooking. You don't have to go to the grocery store. You don't have to mess up anything, dirty up anything. But they have many, many food courts that serve Thai food, marketplace, markets, street markets. They have some of the best fried chicken that you've ever seen. And that's cheap. I eat sometimes, check this out. I eat sometimes at a Japanese restaurant and it costs me about $4. And I get soup, rice, chicken teriyaki, stir-fried vegetables, including asparagus, yeah, and a bottle of water for that, for $4, and it's good. What's expensive here? You want to know? Expensive is imported stuff. If you buy imported medication or anything imported, meat, any kind of imported food, or even just regular goods, if it's imported, it's expensive. Very expensive. If it's not imported, it's reasonable. Very cheap. I was buying some stomach medication, the over-the-counter Nexium. And because it was imported, it cost like $30 for a box. And if you bought the Thailand brand that was made in Thailand, it cost $1. So of course I tried for $1, and it works just as well. Yeah. So I quit buying that. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But it's like that. Anything that you buy that has to be imported is expensive. But if it's not imported, it's reasonable. I'll tell you something else. What's good, what's not good in the food department here? Beef is not good. The beef is not very good, but the pork is off the chain. The pork is incredibly good. Chicken is good, but the beef, for some reason, I don't even eat it. It's just not good. If I do eat beef, I will eat beef from Japan or something like that. But I eat the pork. The pork is incredibly good. And the chicken is good. The chicken here is not all doctored up with antibiotics and steroids, and it's just regular old chicken. If you remember what chicken used to be like in America, many years ago, that's what it's like here now. Same with eggs. An egg here is so much different than an egg in America. Yeah. It reminds me of what eggs used to be like in America when I was a kid. It's funny, but they just, they're old-fashioned here. They farm, and they're very independent. They're not government regulated so heavily like, or owned and operated, like in America. Here, they're small, independent people doing their thing, and it's all natural. And it's plentiful. There's no shortage of nothing. Not one thing. And it's cheap. Let me think. I don't know how many's in. It might be 3, 4 dozen, 5 dozen in a thing of eggs. It costs about $3 for a whole big rack, like a restaurant rack full of eggs. I think a dozen eggs costs maybe about $1, $1.20, something like that. But they use a lot of eggs here. They're big on eggs. They use eggs like going out of style. I like going to the markets, the night markets. The night markets are pretty cool. These pork rinds, they call it cat moo, but it's pork rinds and they cook it fresh. It's cheap, but man, is that so good. And you buy it for next to nothing at the market. It's like a street vendor. It's almost like a big flea market, but it's all food. Food is a big thing here. There's food everywhere. And the Thai people eat food like, I don't know, 5, 6 times a day, maybe more. They'll eat, and then about an hour later, you're full still, and they want to eat again. And then you say, what the hell? Oh, that's too funny. But it's true. Let's tell you something else. Vegetables, a lot of vegetables and fruit. Fruit, the fruit is very good, very tasty, off the chain, very good. And you could buy fruit, I don't know, 20 baht for a nice little bag full of fruit right off the fruit stand. And you walk around and, eat it like a snack. But it's, 50 cents. No, well, you can't buy nothing for 50 cents. What are you buying for 50 cents? Fresh fruit? And they peel it and cut it and chunk it and put it in a bag and give you a prong to eat it with? Crazy. You could buy a large latte coffee made with the carnation milk for less than $1. Less than $1. Go see how much Starbucks charges for one. And Starbucks is not as good. Yeah, and more, that is an acoustic guitar. It's a Fender acoustic guitar. It has electronics, a built-in tuner. It has electronics for, you can plug it into an amp. It's entry level, it's cheap, but it's okay. It works good, it sounds okay, it stays in tune, looks okay. And it's good for me because for me it's a throwaway guitar, because when I can't take it with me, I'll just give it away. You're not going to do that with a $2,000 or $3,000 Martin. But I play both the electric and the acoustic. I've been playing for a long time now. I played tonight at my friend's coffee shop. He owns a coffee shop, restaurant, bar, all whatever you want to call it. It's all combined, and it's right on the beach. It's beautiful. It's got a veranda off the back that looks out over the sea. You can see it in a couple of videos. I posted a couple videos of it. I recently just posted the view off the back. But I go there and I play the guitar for his customers, and they love it. I had them up singing and dancing tonight like there was no tomorrow. And he likes it because, it brings the people in off the street because they see action and people having fun, and they just say, oh, this must be the place to go. Well, I sold all my electric guitars. I play rock and roll music, rock, alternative rock, classic rock. But I sold all my guitars before I moved to Thailand. I had 21 total, combination of acoustic and electric, but I had good ones, all name brand. Gibson Les Paul. I had a custom, a studio, a Fender Stratocaster made in America. I had a couple of Peavies made in America, which I really love those guitars. I've owned those guitars for 30 years or more. And I sold them off. I sold everything. I've been in Thailand about 2 years now. And what a great choice that was to make. I love Thailand. And I'll tell you something. Thai people can play the guitar. Don't kid yourself. I've been to many places where they have live music with Thai people playing the guitars that are incredible. Incredible. I was at one tonight. Yeah. They know the score. But right now, I tell you, I like to play a little bit of Jason Mraz. You know who Jason Mraz is? Emor? I like to play a little bit of Jason Mraz. Yeah. I play 4 or 5 songs of his. I play some Elton John, Al Green, Chicago. You probably don't know Chris Renee. I don't know if you do or not. He's from California, but I'll give you a little fun fact. His grandfather wrote the song Rockin' Robin. Yeah. Tweedledee, Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweedledee. His grandpa wrote that song. And I play a couple of his songs. His name is Chris Renee. He's kind of an up-and-coming young dude. But I play, Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin. I love rock and roll. Alice Cooper. Stone Temple Pilots. Rolling Stones. The thing is, if you play a lot of the classic songs, they live forever. But if you play some of those here today and gone tomorrow's, then you wasted your time. Yeah, a little bit Jimi Hendrix. I could play a little bit Jimi Hendrix. I like Jimi Hendrix. I could actually play about anything. If I want to play it, it takes me about a day to learn it. I'll just have to say, okay, I want to learn this one, whatever it is. And in one day, tomorrow, I can play it. And I've probably forgotten more than I can play just off the top of my head, to be honest. I have some of it recorded in my iPhone. I'm trying to think what I have, but I don't know how many I got. 30 or 40 songs recorded in there. I know Metallica, but I don't play any. I like them though. I play a little bit more. I guess it's all kind of easy, but I just stick to the easy stuff. I like. I don't. I don't. I don't pride myself on being some great guitarist, although I've been playing for a long, long time, more than 50 years. But I like to help beginners to play the basics because to me, that's easy. And when I was coming up, there was no learning from YouTube. There was, I mean, you could take lessons from people one on one if you had the money. It wasn't cheap back then, but it was basically hide in your room and play by ear until you got better and caught on. I played a lot of Southern rock. I like Southern rock. I played a lot of Southern rock. Allman Brothers, Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner. I played all of those for years. And I like them. And they're still good now. What do you play, Amor? Yeah. Well, Skinner ain't Skinner anymore. Back in the day, when Skinner was Skinner, they were pretty damn good. Yeah, I know guitar. I wanted to know what kind of guitar and what. I'm assuming that you play the type of music you've been asking me about, but Fender Strats, made in America, or you play Mexican? Mexico's come a long way. Before they weren't very good, but now they're okay. But I had American made. I loved mine. I had a special. I'm trying to think of what it was called. It had a electronic pickup built into it. It was called something like I can't remember, but it was made by Roland, and it was a special pickup that you could switch through several different settings that would instantly change you to drop D tuning without having to tune. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And if you just shut off that Roland effects pickup, then you just basically had an American Strat. But I loved it. I played on stage Hard Rock Live in Fort Lauderdale with that guitar. I played Aerosmith, Dream On. I played that song at the Hard Rock Live, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yeah, it's been a while now, but I knocked it out of the park, I can tell you. Oh, you have an old 56 Strat. Okay, cool. I'd like to have that, or I would have at one time. Yeah, Ventura Highway, I can play that. I like it. I could play a couple other America songs. You Can Do Magic, couple. Can't think of them off the top of my head, but that Ventura Highway is a good one. That's what I mean about playing the classics. If you learn and play those classic songs, they never die. Yeah, they go on forever. And people love them. I'll give you an example. Tonight I played in a coffee shop down on the beach. And some dude, he was younger than me, he was sitting out on the veranda in the back. And each time I would play a song that he knew, he'd come running in and start singing and dancing. It was funny. But he had fun. He enjoyed it. You know, they were songs that he probably grew up with. One of them I can remember was Elton John, Rocket Man. Oh, he loved that song. I played Elton John, Rocket Man. He loved it. I played Jason Mraz. What's the name of that song? It's called, I can't think of the name of it, but he loved it. And Save Tonight by, what's the name? Eagle Eye Cherry. What's the name of that band? Save Tonight. He knew that one. He liked it. He might have been from Germany. A lot of Germans are here. You know, German people pretty cool. Yeah. They seem pretty relaxed, pretty friendly. You know, my friend that owns the bar, he owns another restaurant too. He's an older guy, retired doctor, specialist. What a great guy he is. He's from Germany, but what a great guy he is. He's married to a young Thai lady, probably 30 years younger than him. Beautiful. Very nice. She's so nice. You never met somebody as nice as her. Many, many, many of the Thai ladies are very, very nice. We don't have, you know, I guess too much feminism here. Not yet, anyway. So, okay. Looks like I probably got to hang up now. See what happens. Been on for 70 minutes. You still with me there, Emor? Emor? Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'll hang out a little bit more. I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. It's late. It's 12:20. 12. What time is it where you are, Emor? It's 12:20 in the morning here. 12:22 a.m. So it must be, well, I'm not sure where you're at. But I know in America it's 12 or 1 o'clock. 1:22 a.m.? You're in the Philippines now? Okay. I didn't know you were in the Philippines. Oh, what part of the Philippines do you live in? I'm thinking about going there. Laguna City. How long you been there? Yeah, I know. You know, they have the best beaches because they have so many different ones. I mean, island after island after island they have. About 3 years? Oh. Oh, 30 years. Oh my God. Where are you from originally? Well, you've seen a lot in 30 years, I could tell you. Oh, you were born there. Okay. That's cool. I'm thinking about coming there. Yeah, I'm thinking very strongly about coming there for at least a month or two just for a visit. And then if I like it, then I'll come and stay. And I know that there's some things I might not like, but I know there's many, many things I will like. And those beautiful beaches are one of them. I know that. I have two friends that actually live there. They've been there about 6 years, and they ain't never leaving. They love it. Yeah, they're never gonna leave. I mean, they might go for a visit back to America, but they're never moving back to America. And you know, they're old, they're older, they're retired. So, well, I heard that they treat older people very good. Um, they have a lot of respect for the elderly people. This is what I heard. And they're very nice people in general. I mean, I'm sure every place has, you know, issues, but that don't bother me too much. You know, I don't get involved too much with, uh, I don't get involved too much with things that issues surround. So I'm okay, no problem. I follow a couple of YouTubers from the Philippines, like the Filipina P. You know her? I think she's pretty good. I've been watching her for quite some time. Yeah, I know. Thailand is cheap too. Thailand is not that expensive like America, that's for sure. And if you want imported stuff, it's expensive. If you want to buy imported meat and imported cheese and stuff like that, and then it's expensive here. And I'm pretty sure it's expensive in the Philippines if that's what you want. But if you buy local stuff, cheap. I know. My friend tells me all the time. I could see myself living on that adobo. I think that that would probably be my number one go-to. So, yeah, that's what my friend tells me too. I'll tell you, I went to Vietnam, the food wasn't that good. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't nearly as good as Thai food. Nah. But Vietnam was nice, but it was cheap. It was a lot cheaper. Vietnam, I'll give you an example. You can buy a beer in Vietnam for 50 cents. You know, that's pretty cheap. Can't do that here. And you can't do that in America. Or probably anywhere in the West. 50 cents. In pesos, it would be about 25 pesos. Yeah, for a beer. 25 pesos for a beer. Yeah, in Vietnam. That's 50 cents. 25 pesos, about 50 cents. Yeah. And Thailand is baht, Thai baht. And so 50 cents in Thai baht is probably about 16 baht. 16 Thai baht is about 50 cents in Thailand. But the exchange rate in the Philippines is much better. You know, in Thailand, it's gone down. You know, it was 36 something. Now it's 32 something. And actually, before I was here, it was even up in the 40s. But, you know, they seem to want to crush it every time they get a chance. A little bit aggravating to me, but well, I can't do nothing about it. Just got to go with it. Still a value, still a very good value for anybody who's coming here with Western money. Anybody coming here to live with Western money is living pretty good. What else you want to talk about? Yeah, I think it's about 56 or 57 pesos to the dollar now, something like that, which I think that's pretty high. I know that's weak for you, but for a foreigner that comes there with Western dollars, it's good. What else you want to talk about? Ask me some questions and I probably got the answer. Okay, I guess I'm gonna pack it in, go to sleep. Tomorrow's another day. Well, if you ask the Thai people, they'll tell you yeah. If you ask the Thai people if there are, they'll tell you yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't personally believe in that type of stuff, but they do. Yeah. Okay, Amar, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll chit chat with you later. Go watch some of my videos and like and subscribe and comment and watch them over and over again if you like. I have a lot of them. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye now.